Hi, welcome to my allotment update. In front of you is a picture of my allotment when I first got it. I downloaded Google Earth onto my laptop, and on Google Earth there's a tab that you can look back at history. So you can look at whichever plot of land you have, and you can go back in time and see what it was probably about 5 or 6 years ago fairly accurately. And less accurately the further back in time you go, but I found it very helpful. So I'm going to link below to a video I made which was just stills from when I first got my allotment. So I just made that into a little video even though it's just stills. So I think that might be interesting, because the first thing I suggest you do when you get a new allotment is to map it out properly. Actually just plan out where everything is as it is. Try and find what plants are growing that you'd like to keep, and then do a plan of where you'd like to be, say in 4 years time, and then you can work out step by step, drawing it out each year and slowly making the changes you need to change, because it's best to work slowly on the allotments and work with what you have. And the plants growing are a good indicator of your soil and the health generally of the site. So I think that's a really good place to start, and try and be quite disciplined about what you put in the ground. I've made tons of mistakes. Firstly, putting mint in straight into bare ground without a pot. You can actually sink a pot of mint into the ground, which would be much better because mint really takes over. So I'm always pulling up mints, which isn't bad, but it is a mistake that I wish I hadn't have made. So I'm going to show you, so that's my allotment when I first got it in 2019 in April, and I will show you, this is a book that I made, I got some old gardening books from a friend, and in here I just put ideas for borders, plants I like, wildlife I'm likely to see. It's just a really fun way to engage with your allotment in winter, and dream about what you'd like, and just general inspiration for your plot, and also specific things about specific genii or whatever types of plants, like lots about astilbes, and then I also wrote you can write jobs that you want to do and tick them off. That I always find that really satisfying. And secondly, don't try and do too much all at once. Slowly, and definitely get help, because it's very easy to injure yourself by overworking muscles that you're not used to working on the allotment. So in front of you now is a picture of how I thought I was going to do my allotment in winter when I made this book. Things have changed a bit, but you can see that there's the gate, the shelter, all the trees plotted out. I've tried to do them in different colours. So trees are in reddy brown, shrubs are in a purple, that kind of thing. And I also tried to plan out where my slabs are going to be, my stepping stones, because it gets very muddy here in winter. We're quite far down a hill, quite next to a river. So that's my little book, and it's really good to refer to it when you're not sure what to do, because hopefully in your book you would have put some jobs down, put some plants down that you'd like to do, when to do the cuttings, all that sort of thing. So here's my allotment at the moment. The wildflower bed is coming on really well. The campanulas are flowering. Let me whoops. Let me show you. So these are rather lovely with campanulas. I mean campion. There's lots of phacelia coming up, lots more campion. The lawn that I keep trying to level up, I'm watering it, and hopefully it's going to get more level over time. All the grass I'm digging up, I'm plumping down and trying to level that bit there. So this is quite a dry bed. The hydrangea struggles because I'm not watering it enough. I need to water it more. It has been very, very dry. So you can see all the phacelia coming up. I found a mysterious plant at the garden centre, and it's a spirea, which I think will be lovely there. Hopefully I've put it far enough away from the hydrangea. I have sown wildflower seeds here, but obviously there's lots of self-seeded weeds as well. Today I've been furiously taking things out of pots and putting them in the ground. I know it's probably not the best day to do it because it's so warm, but this Cape gooseberry looks happy. The others are all looking incredibly sad. So hopefully they'll come round. I've probably put about 12 all around the plot because I absolutely love Cape gooseberries, and I've decided not to use my friend's polytunnel because it's had a red spider mite infestation. So I'm just going to pop everything around my allotment, and I'm also putting things in pots for the polytunnel. So my friend gave me this gorgeous honeysuckle, so I've just popped that in there because I want lots and lots of climbers up that fence. The rhododendron, again, I think maybe I haven't been watering it enough, and possibly it is just very, very slow to establish. This rose is doing really well. It's an Arthur Bell, which is meant to, well, this variety is meant to be a climber. They usually aren't climbers, so hopefully it will do some climbing. I've put some morning glory along here. I could put a couple of morning glories along here. The winter flowering clematis is doing really well. That honeysuckle there is doing well. I need to weed around the tarragon. It looks like lots of hedge garlic has sprung up. That Indian mallow is really not happy there, so I'm definitely going to have to change its position. I think it might need a much damper position. I think mallow being the clue. Let's see. So that's how it looks at the moment. I've had to put some shade cloth up. Luckily I remembered this morning to bring it down. So my friend managed to help me put these posts in. I'm hoping for pigeon net to arrive soon. Then I'm going to put pigeon net over there and obviously have somewhere that I can walk in. And I'm going to try and raise it a little bit with those hoops. We'll see if my idea works. Let's see. I've got plans for here. I think that's going to be my big next job, but I'll talk to you about it next time. The Guelder rose is just about to start flowering, which is awfully exciting because I love Guelder rose. It's a really magical plant. So you can see I've got all my pots out. I'm going to be moving quite a few of these storage in these containers along here, but no doubt I will show you next time when it's done because I need help doing it. The rhubarb here is doing really well, thankfully. The perpetual spinach that I started last autumn, and it's been moved a few times, but anyway these are starting to bolt, so I might just save them for seed, because I don't think they'll be very good to eat now. They'll be a bit woody. Let's see, what else can I show you? So I've just mainly just been furiously putting plants out. I put some peas in here and I didn't net them well enough, and obviously the wood pigeons got them, so we've put a few more peas actually in there, just the seeds in there. So I'm going to try and remember to succession plant peas and beans. My tomatoes, I've got 2 tomatoes in there. My son and grandson planted some garlics along there, just a few that were sort of really giant garlics that I bought in the shop that were starting to sprout, so I'm not sure if they will bulb up. Hopefully they will. This tulip's lovely. It's just going over. I made the mistake with bulbs of not putting them all in little clumps, which is far more satisfying. never mind, you live and you learn. Peony, it's getting stronger every year. It's pretty slow, that one. The aubrietia is absolutely divine. The bees and well, the butterflies particularly really like it. Let's see, lavenders are looking healthy. Penstemon is really putting on some serious growth. I'm very pleased about that. And there's another little tulip. So you can see everything's just really getting going now. We've had a little bit of rain, lots and lots of sunshine. I think we're probably expecting thunderstorms later on in the week because it's been so intensely warm. So I've managed to get lots more plants actually in the ground. As soon as the pigeon net arrives, I'm going to be putting all my salad crops in. Let's see, oh yes, I've put some sweet peas out. Let me show you. Oh, these are the ones I've put in pots. So I've saved 2 tomatoes for pots, and Jesus, Cape gooseberries. A few of them are looking fine, and most of them are just completely like whoa. Hopefully they'll be okay though. I know they don't really like being potting on, but they do come round. They are very strong plants. So along here, I've put some night-scented stock and some snapdragons, some antirrhinum, and I've put some antirrhinum all around the plot. So we'll just have to see what happens. I'm building up this bit here behind the seats, stepping stones. All the weeds and everything that I'm digging up, I'm just putting them there to dry out, and I'm going to be building up the level a bit. So I've managed to dig that bit out there so that we've got a bit more room on that corner to come around the polytunnel. I've put my sweet peas in here. They were just in clumps and I really didn't want to take them out too harshly, so I hope they're going to be okay. So I've got sweet peas here, some antirrhinum, and I did sow some wildflower seeds along there as well. So we'll just have to see. Before I go today, I need to put this tomato in. That Cape gooseberry is doing wonderful. That one's doing wonderful. That one's gone whoop. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting some lovely meals out of this purple sprouting broccoli. The blackcurrant is starting to make some fruit. It's been flowering really beautifully. I can see some fruit starting on some of them. This blueberry looks very happy. That Cape gooseberry less so. And that one even less. So we'll just have to see what happens. I mean, all you need is 2 because they need to pollinate each other. So I've put a tomato in there. I've got 2 more to put in. I've put a Cape gooseberry there, and there's a tomato there. So I've tried to put the Cape gooseberries where we can pick them fairly easily as well, and the tomatoes as well. So I'm really hoping that I can really start clearing the polytunnel out, except for the plants that are going to be staying in here. So all my aubergines need to be potted up and kept in the polytunnel, as well as my peppers. I'm not going to put them in massive pots. They don't need massive pots. I'm just going to feed them really well. I've actually had some beans just starting. My French climbing beans haven't started yet, and I've still got 2 more trays of Cape gooseberries, so if they all go wrong, I've got some backup. Those are zinnias that a friend gave me, and the clematis is really going for it now, the cutting that we took. And that's really cool. I think that's mostly kind of a quick update of what I've been doing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little walkie talk around my allotment. Yeah, so I hope this inspires you to get out, get walking, talk to your neighbours, look in people's gardens, get inspiration, and just enjoy nature. Thank you.